About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Atlanta Braves. First pitch coming your way next. And pitching in this game, Spencer Strider. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and it goes just foul.
Here we go, Spencer.
Fouled off left side. Strider, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. On the ground to the left. Fires over to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Freddie Fermin.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Strider. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And that is out of play.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Just getting started here at Truist Park outside Atlanta.
Here we go, Spencer.
Swing and a miss. Strider gets the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Machado. 5 for 13 in the series. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. 2 down, nobody on. Bump.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the Braves, with their first chance to hit, were scoreless. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Back here in Atlanta, and on the mound for San Diego in this one, Joe Musgrove. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Dom Smith stands in. That one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Ball one.
In the dirt. The throw to first. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second, catcher, Trey.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Eli White.
Well, this guy commands a lot of attention, both at the plate and on the bases. When you talk about that game-changing speed, it really is a distraction. And I tell you what, when I had teammates that had that kind of speed, I loved hitting behind them because, many times they were in scoring position. So easier RBIs to get. Nice player right here, leading the National League in stolen bases.
Sends it across to first. That's the second out.
Batting third, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 down, bases empty. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. It's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Austin Riley.
0-1. Acuna runs. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save.
Really nice swipe of second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
Man at second. That one way outside. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Two down. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. End of the first from Truist Park. No score. Back at Truist Park. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Gavin Sheets.
Fastball. High inside.
And that one finds its way through. And a man aboard.
I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Nope, that's away.
No score here in the second.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Rusty Valentine calling balls and strikes.
Book, something I hear from hitters about Valentine is they know they don't have to protect off the plate too much in 2-strike counts, and that can be a big deal in terms of your confidence and seeing some pitches in that at bat.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Sheets on at first. Nobody out. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. The 1-2. That one to first.
Nope, that's foul.
And that's just foul.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
The 1-2.
Ball two.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. Sheets around third. He'll score and the Padres take the lead.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts swings through that one. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the finale of this 4-game set. Struck him out looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
There's a strike.
No.
1 away with a runner at third here at the top of the 2nd. The 2-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brings it in, runner tagging from third. Now a relay to the plate, save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
There you go, nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat, got the job done.
So no one on after the sac fly. Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres.
Up.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
There he goes.
Andujar started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Nope, he held back. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Hit weakly on the ground. Riley. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Padres 2 and the Braves nothing. This is Braves baseball on the show South. Back in Atlanta Truist Park. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski with 4 runs batted in his last game.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-0. And a foul ball. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Foul ball. Up the middle, on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Eli White.
2 outs, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Ground ball left side. Machado throws to first in time. And that's the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
For the Padres, second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
So man aboard at the plate. Jackson Merrill went down on strikes his first time through. That one outside, and it's 1-0.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Right through there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball.
2 on, 1 out. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
2 on, 2 outs. Riley tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Padres leave a pair. They're up 2-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Baseman, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Ball.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And it goes just foul.
Nope. That's inside.
Misses the sweeper. Got him swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called 3rd strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Out to short. Sends it over to Sheets. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Next for the Braves, first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now it's Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
That's a ball.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Snags it on the run. That is the inning. Braves go down quickly here, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Padres doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Flips it. Got him. Nice play.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside. Come on, Spencer.
To third. Riley fires to first, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Padres, right fielder Bryce Johnson.
2 down, bases empty. And now Bryce Johnson drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up.
Let's go, Spencer.
Huh.
Johnson measures 6 feet even, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Padres go down quietly, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Bottom 4. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin.
There's a swing and a drive. That's going back. Back some more. Out of here. His 14th of the year. And they've got their first run. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back. So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
That's too low. And the count now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And it is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And we're all square. It's 2-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Here is Austin Riley. Swings through that one for strike 1. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Sliced hard but foul. The 0-2. Out towards left center. Base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Riley gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a big swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Sends it to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
This one in the air, center field. Merrill on his way over. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Eli.
Go ahead run on base. Eli White digs in now. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runner at third, 2 away. And now 1 and 2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Good job at damage control right there. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 2-2 game. You're watching Atlanta Braves baseball on the Show South. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Liner caught at second. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Siggy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. And he's limited the damage so far. Nothing too bad. Might stick with this approach.
Curveball. Low middle. Come on, Spencer.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Hit on the ground to short. Dubon tosses to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Up next for the Padres, second baseman Jake
Now here's Jake
Cronenworth.
Cronenworth, 1 for 2. Just missed.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
to the right side. Smith. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score remains 2-2. Back here in Atlanta, now in for the Braves, Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, these Braves, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Spencer Strider.
Fought off foul.
I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Andujar takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Dominic Smith.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me. No, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Here's a high chopper. And that is that. Through 5, all even at 2-2. Back at Truist Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So up next,
Leading
Jackson
off for San
Merrill.
Diego, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Four-seam fastball.
There's a strike.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Foul ball there. Got him looking for the K. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Third baseman Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. Hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there. Back up that got him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right.
Up next for the Padres.
And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Ball one.
The 1-0. On the ground. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Freddie Fermin, the next to hit. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball one. Catcher challenge, we'll take another look. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. And a count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground to short. Nice stop from his backside. There's one on to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, it's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they got runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
Fouls away the first offering. That one is absolutely belted. And no one can run it down. One runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. In to score from first. And they lead by 2.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Next to hit, Bryce Johnson.
No, that's a ball.
Man on second, 2 down. And that drops in for a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they still got both their challenges. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That one fouled off. Sets him down looking. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 4-2. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Drake Baldwin.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The flip to the pitcher covering. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Braves, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And that one ripped into right. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
One out man at first. The batter now, Austin Riley. Ball 1, no strikes.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And the 1-0. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. Austin Riley delivers. And we have a tie ball game. It's 4-4.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Joe Musgrove is done in this one, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, David Morgan.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And a foul ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's Mauricio Dubon.
That's the ball.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And it's 1-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. A two-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and that's how they take the lead. It's 6-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took the correct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
The 1-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here. Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Outside low, ball three. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. David Morgan departs. Two-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the bullpen,
number
Griffin
17.
Canning.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Now it's the second baseman, Nacho Alvarez Jr. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. White, the runner at second with one away. On a line out towards center. And a superb diving catch. Runner tags at second.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Sean Murphy.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
On the ground to first. Sheets takes it himself. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But two-round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's a two-run lead now at 6-4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Suarez.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
San Diego.
Here's Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Sinker.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
That's outside. Ball 1. Suarez, multi-time All-Star, 35 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Hauls it in, 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, Fernando Tatis Jr. Looking to start something with 1 gone.
Up.
The Padres trailing by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one lifted to left. Yastrzemski under this one. Out, number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Ball 1.
Low inside.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Padres, center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really important at bat coming up now.
Manny Machado.
Right through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Oh.
The 1-1 just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one not close. 3-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
2 on, 2 outs. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Cronenworth around third. The tag, and he's in there. And they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Oh, man, that smoked him on the mound. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the third out. The inning is over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now.
Now pitching for San
Ron
Diego.
Marinaccio on a pitch out of the pen here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Leading off for the Braves, first baseman, Dominic Smith.
And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball right field. Johnson settles under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Braves, catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That one way inside.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The 1-2 knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. That's out number 2.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Acuna in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. And the Braves go down quietly as it remains a 6-5 ball game. back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Ian Hamilton.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That missed by a lot. Ball one. On the ground right side. Gets it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And that one fouled off. The Braves holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Ripped to short. Over to Smith. Yeah, 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth.
Oh, Boone, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now Bryce Johnson. Drops one down in front of the plate. And foul ball.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the eighth. He's looking rock solid so far.
That's the third. Riley sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves 6, Padres 5. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. Jason Adam out of the bullpen now, and he'll go into the 6th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Mason McCoy. He'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Leading off for the Braves, third baseman, Austin Riley.
The 0-1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. One now. And that one fouled off. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
For the Braves, left fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
High grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And next for Atlanta, Mauricio Dubon. He's already homered in this game. The 0-1.
Ball two.
In the air, right field. Johnson should have this one. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder, Eli White.
First pitch swinging. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the 3rd out. Braves strand 1. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. Back in Atlanta, Truist Park. All set to start the 9th in this one. Miguel Andujar now at the plate. So they turn to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Up the middle. Dubon to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Shortstops are expected to make tough plays look routine, and that's what he did right there. Just a great example of why he plays one of the most demanding positions on the field.
Tap foul at the plate. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
Just trying to protect, keep the at-bat alive.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball still 0-2.
Ball.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Padres with only 1 out remaining. McCord thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. Last chance for the Padres. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Nope. Ball 1.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. This ball's chopped to the ground. On to first, ball game. And the Braves take the finale here. They win the series 3-1.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.